All right, real quick, it's yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. Before the video starts, it would mean the world to me if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram. That's how my business grows. At it's Mr. TALIAFERRO on your screen right now. When you follow and subscribe to me, you become one of the pharaohs. That's how I talk business, and that's how you support a young hustler out here getting it. Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? Listen, man, there's been a lot of talk about this Drake and Pusha T beef. I split my videos up instead of just making one long ass video that you guys would get bored of. I try to give it to you guys in clips to keep you guys entertained, excited about the beef, excited about my videos. As story breaks, I don't want to just give one long video then kind of walk away like a podcast. I want to be able to be there on the scene when stuff happens. And we're continuing this story. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the biggest story in hip hop for 2018. And it might be the biggest story in hip hop in the last decade when it's all said and done, depending on if this thing has a massive impact on the career of Drizzy Drake. Now, I changed my mind, y'all. And by the way, let me make this clear. Drake is, like I told you guys yesterday, supposedly going to respond over the Friday or Saturday. That's happening to Pusha T's diss record, the story about it done. But I changed my mind, y'all. In my heart of hearts, I believe Drake should leave this alone. He should leave this alone. I'm not saying Drake can't go out and do his homework and find some great stuff out about Pusha T. But listen, y'all, I don't think it's going to be good enough. Because right now we're playing, I told somebody this yesterday. Somebody was like, yo, I really like the Drake diss record better than I like the Pusha T record. I would leave it alone. I would leave it alone because Pusha T got more messier. And I even believe the Drake record is better than the Pusha T diss record. But we're talking about mess. Who can get messier? And right now, Pusha T looks like he can get messier, and he looks like he's committed to mess. And to be fair to Pusha T, this all stemmed from Drake bringing up his fiance. That's why it got messy. Was Pusha T gonna take it there had Drake not said his fiance name in the Duppy freestyle? I don't know. Maybe not. But that gave Pusha T the leeway to say, yo, you brought my girl in this? Now I'm finna get messy with you. And if that's the case, if I were Drake, because he's such a superstar, and because for most of his career he's been a pretty friendly guy who's worked with a lot of other artists and been that guy you could call for a feature that you probably couldn't get in the pop world if he wasn't a rapper, right? Drake's been popping for quite some time. He's done favors for rappers, but these rappers talk. These people that you're cool with talk. These chicks talk. And it's like it's a war against Drake from what I've been told. I'm about to break to y'all the biggest video ever in like 35 minutes. Stay tuned. But in regards to what Pusha T said about Drake, it looks like everything was correct about the baby and all that, except one thing. Reportedly, Drake's not a deadbeat dad at all. He's not a deadbeat dad. Behind the scenes, according to TMZ, and this is all TMZ, Drake has financially been supporting his alleged baby mama through and after her pregnancy. Sources close to Drake tell TMZ that the rapper has been cutting checks to this chick named Sophie, and she lives comfortably. Since she gave birth, and just before that, Drake has provided financially for this woman and her kid. TMZ also said that Drake plans on taking a DNS soon to figure out all the future legalities, but even Drake in his camp know there's a possibility that this chick might be the father of his first kid. And I got a conspiracy theory out there, right? And y'all can call me out on this because I don't know how old this kid is. I haven't did research that far into it. What if Scorpion stood for Scorpio, which is the month that his kid was born? I'm just throwing an idea out there. What if that was the situation? I don't know, man. Here's the thing. Drake had plans on putting all this in his album Scorpion, right? He was going to talk about this kid, and it was going to lead to the release of his brand with Adidas called Adidon, right? Which is apparently named after his kid Adonis. All this is going to be talked about in the first project. Well, in that project, excuse me, not the first project. It's the Scorpion album. But now they're in like a limbo according to some reports out of the OVO camp. They're just trying to figure shit out right now, because Pusha T has ruined a lot of business for Drake. I believe Drake is going to respond to Pusha T, like I said, Friday or Saturday. but I'm starting to think it's not the right move. That nigga Pusha T, I looked that nigga in his eyes, and that nigga said Surgical Summer Part 1 was only the beginning. I won't respond if Drake doesn't say anything back. I've already won the beef in my eyes, but if he responds, Part 2 will be heavier than Part 1. He said, I'm gonna take this shit back layer by layer. Drake, leave it alone. It's no longer hip-hop, nigga. Hip-hop ain't you fine. Hip-hop is not somebody exposing that you got a kid on your way. Nothing's hip-hop about that. That's serious. And Pusha T is gonna gossip his way to a beef win. And if I were you, I'd leave it alone. There are enough people out there that think you lyrically won the battle, but people are always gonna say Pusha T probably won the war, but you live with that. It ain't as bad as your win over Drake over Meek Mill, right? It ain't as bad as that. It's closer than that. Live with that. Move on. Thank you for the time. Let's put. I don't take it for granted. Again, this Drake and Baby story is not just a rumor. Apparently, it's some truth to it. And he at least, I can't say it's 100% his kid, but there's at least enough in the OVO camp to say, yo, there's a possibility that this might be his kid. Pusha T did his homework, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.